So I have a little bit of a weird theory, kind of a weird concept that I've been thinking about, and this may not make sense, and I may not even be right. It's just something I thought about, and that is that when you have a slight advantage over your opponent, sometimes it can come as a disadvantage. And this particularly is for 9-ball and 10-ball and rotation pool games, not necessarily 8-ball and one pocket and straight pool and things of that nature. Those games, the better skilled player, even if it is a slight advantage in skill, the better skilled player often, or more often than not, will come out on top. But the best player doesn't always win in pool, and that's why, when you watch tournaments, high-level tournaments, or any tournament for that matter, there's always races. It's a race to 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever. And the longer the race, of course, usually favors the higher skilled player. But particularly in 9-ball and 10-ball and like rotation pool games, in order to actually have a good advantage over your opponent, you have to be quite a bit better, because a slight advantage, as I said before, can sometimes come as a disadvantage. And what I mean by that is, when you have a slight advantage, you have a little bit more confidence than the lesser player. Confidence that you have the ability to maybe run more balls or make harder shots or try to get out from difficult positions. And unless you are really good, that doesn't always happen. So if you're only slightly better, then it causes you to try harder shots, which in turn causes you to miss harder shots. And when you are, pretty good and getting there and getting to play pretty good, but you're only a little bit better than the person you're playing, a lot of the times when you miss, you don't miss by quite as much either. When you do miss, you miss by leaving the ball hanging in the pocket, leaving a duck, or, you barely miss, which will end up leaving the other player, maybe 2 or 3 balls to try to run with some easier shots. So, and again, this doesn't pertain to like 8-ball or any, this is more of a concept for rotation pool, and both players are shooting at the same ball. It just seems like unless you have an actual decent advantage over the person you're playing, you're quite a bit more skilled, then you really don't have much of an advantage. So, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make any sense. Maybe it does. Just a thought I had.